The Smith Wesson Model 617 has a 10-shot cylinder with each chamber recessed. Timing and lockup is impeccable and solid. The weight and bulk of the Model 617 belies its chambering, as it is something that you would equate with a larger caliber. It is claimed by Smith & Wesson that the Model 617 has a performance-centered trigger, and there may be some truth in that statement. The trigger is absolutely one of the nicest triggers I have ever pulled on a .22 caliber double-action revolver. The beauty of .22 caliber revolvers is their appetite for anything that you want to feed them, within reason. Setting a silhouette target at 7 yards for initial accuracy testing for the Smith & Wesson Model 617, I felt was shortchanging this revolver. The Revolver 8 40-grain Federal Target Grade Performance ammunition, just as well as CCI 36-grain Mini-Mag, just as well as 40-grain Remington Thunderbolt. The bane of .22 caliber revolvers is fouling: lead, copper, carbon, etc. Fouling can permeate rifling, the face of cylinders, inside actions, forcing cones and cylinder chambers to the point that, if not kept in check, will literally prevent a firearm from functioning properly. Unless we are at a range plinking or target shooting, rarely would a .22 revolver be shot enough to empty a cylinder. For example, hunting or rodent control. It is common for someone who is shooting a .22 caliber firearm for practice or sport to go through several hundred rounds in a single sitting. After all, .22 caliber ammunition is relatively cheap and has far less recoil and noise compared to shooting even 9mm ammunition. It is, however, dirtier than other ammunition. After about 50 rounds of .22 ammunition is run through the revolver, I run a bore snake through the barrel to keep fouling at a minimum. For a revolver, each chamber is also treated to a bore snake. A quick brushing of the cylinder face and forcing cone with a nylon or bronze cleaning brush follows. I also do a follow-up of brushing the cylinder star and checking beneath the extractor for anything that would prevent a cartridge from being fully chambered. While this may seem time-consuming, and time may cost you money at the range, it only takes a few minutes and can save you a world of grief later. And from Smith & Wesson, we also have this information.
Some brands of ammunition may cause difficulty in extracting spent cartridge cases from the cylinder or chamber. If this situation occurs, thoroughly clean the cylinder charge holes or chamber with solvent. If this condition persists, we recommend changing to another brand of ammunition. Smith & Wesson has found wide variations in primer sensitivity between some brands and types of .22 ammunition. Smith & Wesson recommends that before you put your .22 handgun into regular use, that you fire several boxes of your brand of ammunition through it to determine reliability of ignition. If failure to fire occurs, try different types or brands of .22 ammunition until a reliable loading is found.
I experienced no failures to fire, nor any signs of hang-ups. I did have to adjust the rear sight for my preferred sight picture. At my second session with the Smith & Wesson Model 617 at the range, I fired 100 rounds of CCI standard velocity ammunition, .22 long rifle, lead round nose, at 1,070 feet per second. 50 rounds of Agia super extra standard velocity ammunition, .22 long rifle, 40 grain, lead round nose at 1,130 feet per second, and 100 rounds of CCI Mini-Mag high velocity ammunition, .22 long rifle, 40 grain, plated lead round nose at 1,235 feet per second, for a total of 250 rounds. A silhouette target was set at 25 yards, and all shots were fired single action from a stable bench rest using the open sights. The Agia super extra standard velocity ammunition, .22 long rifle, 40 grain lead round nose at 1,130 feet per second, was the most non-accurate load, with several no-fires until they rolled around again. Both CCI loadings provided the best results, with the CCI Mini-Mags being the declared winner. No misfires with the CCI ammunition.